Good afternoon and welcome to our Step Prayer Day. We really appreciate you joining us. This is a view of my log cabin, which I often use for praying at home. So it's really nice to be able to broadcast this from inside my own prayer room. So today we're thinking about the work of Step and we're asking God to move in mighty ways through Step's activities in schools. We're thinking about thousands of students that we work with each month to show the light of the gospel message. We're also remembering hundreds of teachers that we also work with every month and we've built rapport with. We're thinking about 15 secondary schools that we're already working in. And we're also thinking about 3 schools that we don't yet have that opportunity or connection with. But as we focus on these things, we can often lose sight of just how big God is. We need to have our eyes fixed on Him in order to raise our own hopes and expectations for the young people, teachers, and the schools that we're praying for. In these times we're living in, it's really easy to get focused on our challenges and troubles, especially this last few weeks with the virus. And they're things that affect probably not only us listening to the video, but every young person, every teacher, every educational establishment right now. So we don't want to be bogged down by these things. We want to be praying and focusing on the greatness of God. Sometimes we start to worship God for what He can do for us. And it's easy to fit Him conveniently into parts of our lives and keep God in a box. Sometimes we need to glimpse again how wild, how big, how amazing, how beyond our control God is. So for a few minutes, we're going to look at Psalm 138. One of the best places to go in scriptures when we need to refocus our gaze on God is the Psalms. It gives us perspective. And I've chosen Psalm 138 because it reminds me that God is greater than the kingdoms of the earth and greater than the people who rule over them. Thank God that He is. So I'm going to read the psalm out and I'll take my time. So have a listen to the words that are spoken in here. I will praise you, O Lord, with all my heart. Before the gods, I will sing your praise. I will bow down toward your holy temple and praise your name for your love and your faithfulness. For you have exalted above all things your name and your word. When I called, you answered me. You made me bold and stout-hearted. May all the kings of the earth praise you, O Lord, when they hear the words of your mouth. May they sing of the ways of the Lord, for the glory of the Lord is great. Though the Lord is on high, He looks upon the lowly, but the proud He knows from afar. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, you preserve my life. You stretch out your hand against the anger of my foes. With your right hand you save me. The Lord will fulfill His purpose for me. Your love, O Lord, endures forever. Do not abandon the works of your hands. I love the confidence that is written in this psalm. So, what I'd like you to do for the next few minutes is find a worship song which helps you to focus and set your heart and mind on the greatness of God. I have a suggestion for you. You don't have to use this song, but a brilliant song that speaks so well to me is So Will I by Hillsongs. So perhaps you could find that on YouTube afterwards. And while you're listening to it, can I encourage you to think and declare God's greatness, and actually use the comments in this video if you can. Think maybe of some of the challenges that you know face the young people in our schools right now, or maybe the challenges which face Steps work. And I want you to declare, God, you are greater than, and fill in the gap. So add your own thoughts here. You can put that at the bottom of this video, God, you are greater than, but hold that before God as you worship him. What do we need to remind ourselves today that God is greater than in us? I'll leave you to continue your time of worship. Thank you for joining me today.